All right, we're looking at homework unit 10, lesson 6, and for question number 1, actually question 1 is pretty straightforward. Question 1, we need to find the value of x. Oh, actually, why is this numbered 3 and 4? That's silly. Okay, hold on. This should be 1, and that should be 2. Sorry about that. I don't know why that's numbered 3 and 4. All right, so first of all, we're going to make some assumptions here, even though we probably shouldn't. I'm going to assume that this is the center of the circle. And if that's the center of the circle and this angle is 60, this is called a central angle. When you have a central angle, the central angle opens up to an arc, and that arc would be the same measurement as that central angle. So I'm going to say that that is also 60 degrees. Now this angle over here, where x is, has its vertex on the circle, and then that's called an inscribed angle. An inscribed angle is half of the arc that it opens up to, so half of 60 will give me 30 for the value of x. 30 there. So for the next one, number 2, I could use that inscribed angle again, and I could say if that inscribed angle is 40, then its intercepted arc should be twice that, which is 80. And then when I look over here, I don't know for sure that these lines are parallel. If they were parallel, I would know for sure that these would be congruent, but I don't know that. I wish I did, so we've got to do a little bit more work here. So let's go ahead and say if this angle is 80, then its vertical angle is also 80. And there's a rule that says that these two angles should be the average of these arcs, that arc and that arc. Which actually then I could say x plus 80 divided by 2 has to equal 80. When you solve that, guess what you get? You get 80. So these actually are congruent angles or congruent arcs, which means these lines must be parallel. Now you can go ahead and find the value of x, because the value of x is an inscribed angle, so it should be half of that arc that it opens up to. Right, that one was a little bit tricky. And once we've got that under control, let's go ahead and look at 3. So in 3, they give me one angle measurement. First of all, I want to mark all of my radii congruent. So my radii are all of these pieces right here. I'm marking them in yellow. All of those are congruent. So I see 2 isosceles triangles right away. So if this is 100 and the measure of arc EC, which is here, is twice the measure of arc BD, where is BD? Right here. Let's go ahead and start with this. So this is a central angle, so I just said that this would be also 100. That yellow is hard to see now that I'm trying to write some numbers. Okay. And this line, since it goes through the center, must be a diameter, so it's cutting that circle in half. If this is 100, this must be 80. And they told me that this was 2 times BD, and so 2 times 80 is 160. And now I've got to find this angle over here. Again, all together, this should give me 180. I'm at 160, so this must be 20. Double check and make sure that all of those add to 360, and then I'm going to leave you to fill in this stuff over here and finish number 4, of course.